everybody. Welcome once again to another year of the Coach Jimmy Garrity Show here at Wofford College. I'm Jim Noble, and boy, 7 years. You look younger as time goes on.
I don't know about all that.
Not older, but 7's a very big number for this team because the Terriers are on a 7-game win streak. Longest win streak in school history, some team honors, some individual honors that we'll get to, but boy, what a start to the season it's been for you.
It really has, we put together a very challenging non-conference schedule, and, we started out at Youngstown State, picked to win their conference, a very good team, played in a great atmosphere up there, and really, played well and didn't do quite enough to win up there, and then faced the ACC Clemson team that I thought we played pretty doggone well and made some shots. And I think out of that game, we really started feeling confident about ourselves. And then, a bunch of 50-50 games. And we're very fortunate to have a team that has taken care of the ball. We've shot it pretty well and can score it. And, when you do those two things and you rebound the ball pretty well, you're going to have success and be in every game. So just, we've been a team that's been playing together. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got a lot to get to. The Terriers coming off a 4-game homestand. They'll go on the road now for 4 games. We'll talk about that. Some big name games and some big name places for Wofford. Also, we'll take a little look at the Southern Conference play, not that far off, believe it or not. So keep it right here. It's all ahead here on the Coach Jimmy Garrity Show, brought to you by Budweiser of Spartanburg.
You can always count on the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light, just like you can always count on Always Game Gary. Yay! No bar is too far. No wing sauce is too hot. Not for Gary. Gary is the man. He's nothing like Keith. Keith never wants to do anything. Why are we even talking about Keith? Always Game Gary is famous among friends. He deserves a Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB St. Louis, Missouri.
Behind every adventure is the road that got you there. Behind every passion are the tools that make it happen. And behind every Ford truck and SUV is a Carolina Ford dealer going the extra mile, finding the vehicle you're looking for. It's our commitment to your journey. That's what it means to be True Blue. New inventory is arriving daily. For great offers on a new Ford truck or SUV, go to buyfordnow.com or see your Carolina Ford dealer today.
And welcome back to the Coach Jimmy Garrity Show, brought to you by Budweiser of Spartanburg. So you've touched upon those first 2 road games at Youngstown State and Clemson. So now you're 0-2, and like you said, 50-50 games. How badly did this team need to win to be rewarded, Jimmy, for some of the effort they had put forth?
I don't think we ever felt the pressure, but you never want to start 0-2 and against 2 quality opponents. But coming back here, playing Coastal, another really challenging, good athletic team. We just wanted to keep playing and keep plugging away. And our players, we've always played really hard. And that's a game where, we were 0-2 and we started out, we got down 16 early. Mm-hmm. And but there was never a sense of panic. And I felt really good. We just need to buckle down and make some shots. And we did some different things in the second half schematically. And our players just really adopted the game plan, and we came out and scored the ball. And next thing you know, we were getting stops and rebounds and playing in transition and ended up playing really, really well. A big comeback win for us. As
November started to progress into December, and you started winning some of those games, I thought a big key was the road win at UNC Wilmington. Yeah. That was a really tough assignment. Yeah. And it was on the verge of you guys coming home for a while. Yeah. So as the win started to pile up a little bit, how much did the confidence grow out on the court?
Oh, for sure. So, we went to a tough place to play, UNCW, and they're another quality team, good team. They got some really good players, and they had been struggling up to that point really to score it. But that game, they came alive, and they scored it, and I think one of the players had a career high. But again, we've just battled back, on the road. And then, we cut the lead to 1 or 2, hit a 3, made some key baskets, and got to the free throw line. And then India Clark had just a great rebound and put back with, 5-6 seconds to go in the game to finally give us the lead that we held on for good.
And now you capped it off with a couple of wins here at home. App State, a 30-point demolition of them the other night. And then a game against a really good Division II team in Emory and Henry. Certain things or certain characteristics are coming out about this team. A, they're unselfish.
Yeah.
B, you have great balance. And C, you've still got a couple of go-to seniors that you can really lean on in Lily Hatton and Jackie Carmen.
Yeah, Lily and Jackie have been fantastic. The game just last night against Emory and Henry, Lily really broke out and had a 20-plus point performance. I think at one time was 5 for 5 from threes. Mm-hmm. And Jackie's just been steady the whole time. She's been, playing really good defense, not just shooting threes, but also getting to the rack and to the basket and paint touches. But all in all, our whole team has really been sharing the ball. I'm really proud. Like last night against Emory and Henry, we had 17 assists. In our win against App State, we had 15 assists. And we've done a really good job taking care of the ball. And when you can do those two things and then shoot the ball fairly well, you're always going to be in the game.
That is right out of the head coach's Bible. Keep the assists, keep the turnovers down, and good things will happen. Well, in that area, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out, because the Southern Conference did so just the other day. Sophomore point guard Rachel Rose, the Southern Conference Player of the Month. First time a Wofford Terrier women's basketball player has ever gotten that honor. She has been a revelation. I know point guard was a question heading into the season. Yeah. It's not a question anymore.
Yeah, she's just been fantastic. Since the day she arrived on campus, she has just jumped in with 2 feet, all about the program and the culture of what we have going on here at Wofford. But she's such a competitor. She does not like to lose. I mean, at anything. And just to see her get rewarded for Conference Player of the Month, I mean, first time ever for a Wofford women's basketball player, that is really, really special. But it's because she has put in the work day in and day out, and her leadership has just been off the charts too. So she just has fit in really well with our program, and we expect big things out of her.
Finally, want to shout out a couple of other contributors. I know Helen Matthews does a lot of things that don't wind up in the box score, but her rebounds are off the chart lately. And Annabelle Schultz, she is an assassin from outside. You talk about that game face. I wish I had that game face that she brings. I mean, you're getting contributions from 10, 12 players, it seems like night in and night out. Yeah,
and just to speak a little bit about Helen, we talked about this watching film the other day. She does so many things that do not show up on the stat sheet. We're watching film, and she is in almost perfect position every defensive possession. And against App State, she was huge against App State because they're really hard to guard with the stuff they run and how athletic they are. Rebounding, she's getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, and everybody inside that locker room absolutely loves her. AB, you mentioned her. She's another one that has shot the ball fairly well, but her defense has been the difference maker too. I think she took 3 charges against App State, and those are type of momentum, plays that really can get you going. So she's done a fantastic job, and just who's ever stepped in, they've taken turns to be the person, and they've just done a fantastic job. I'm just really proud of them.
We'll add it all up. It's a school record 7-game win streak. What's next for the Terriers? We'll tell you that when we come back.
Black and gold, bold, a victory story about to be told. Grit, toughness, and tenacity. A hub of hard work in Hub City. We're on these wins like dogs on a bone. In the zone, our place, in your face, won't leave you alone. Strength, speed, fire, true. I'm sorry, do these things trouble you? We're Wofford College. We fly the W. Ingalls, proud partner of the Wofford Terriers.
It doesn't matter if you're active on the road or in the gym. Your body is your strongest tool. Spartanburg Regional Sports Medicine Institute is here to push you to the next level. With partnerships across Spartanburg County schools, we're here when it happens. We diagnose, treat, and heal at the Sports Medicine Institute to get you back and active, in the gym, in the game, and to the next level. We never quit because you never quit.
Think big. something life-changing. I'm talking education. Let's get inventive. Blow things up in a good way. Do it for 20 years? Wake up and education has received billions in funding. Who does all this? If you've ever played one of these or these, that would be you. Yeah, thank you.
And welcome back to the Coach Jimmy Garrity Show, sponsored by Budweiser of Spartanburg. I'm Jim Noble. So, still a ways to go until conference play. You're cramming in a lot more non-conference games before that opener late in December, or actually early in January for the Southern Conference. You start things off in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Yeah.
I would like to remind everybody that the last time a Wofford basketball team went to Carmichael, the men won there a couple of years ago. But boy, it's so good to give the players opportunities to play on a big stage like that.
Yeah, you know, I think that goes into your college experience. And we want, you know, we're really not scared to play anybody. And I think our players grow up seeing these programs, whether it's the men or the women, on national television in these awesome arenas. And Carolina's one of them. Carmichael has so much history there, both on the men's and the women's side. And so, you know, for us, we try to get to those places so they can experience that playing on that floor that they've seen growing up. So it's going to be an exciting time. And if we can duplicate what the men did, I'm signing up for that.
You guys are going to get to know a lot about each other because you're going to be road warriors for the next few weeks. Take us through the road trip that begins in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, so after Chapel Hill, we'll go to Bellarmine in Louisville, Kentucky. So we're doing that to get Lily kind of back to her hometown and where her family and friends don't get to see her play a whole lot. We did that Jackie at Youngstown State. That's why we went there. So that'll be a special game, a Bellarmine team that's really good and talented too. And then we finish up before Christmas at Asheville, UNC Asheville. So another 50-50 tough game. And then obviously we'll take a little break for Christmas and then come back and we play the Tennessee Volunteers on the 27th, which another historic place with so many meaningful, you know, basketball figures that have come through there.
Okay, so that's non-conference. And then I know it seems like a year away, but you will open up Southern Conference play in early January right here on this court behind us with a bang as Furman comes to town. At what point do you do that mental reset? At what point do you tell the girls, all right, non-conference is non-conference, but this is what it's all about?
And we kind of talk about that going into the season. The non-conference schedule and season, if you want to say, is to prepare us for conference season. And I think we've done a tremendous job of getting matchups non-conference wise that will be in that same position within the conference, whether we're have leads or down big or all those things, and tough teams to prepare us for Southern Conference play. And you're right, you know, to bring the Furman Paladins over here on the opening conference night is going to be special, and you know, it's going to take our best effort to win that. They're a really good program, really good players, and well coached, so it'll be tough.
Before we let you go, have you been an interested observer in what the other conference teams are doing in their non-conference part of the season? Has any truths revealed themselves? I know everybody plays a different brand of basketball and different scheduling priorities, but what have you noticed so far?
That the Southern Conference is better, is good. They're talented. We've had some really good non-conference wins throughout the SoCon. So, you know, it's just full of really good coaches and really talented teams. So I think they've all done a fantastic job.
Well, it has been so fun to watch this team. I feel like congratulating you, but the season's not even a third of the way over. So I'll congratulate you on the win streak and on all the individual honors that the Terriers are getting, but I can't wait to see this team some more in person, and we need everybody behind in filling these seats up, especially when the women start playing conference play. So off to a great start. Keep it rolling. We'll see you in January.
Thank you very much.
All right, and as always, thanks to you for watching the Coach Jimmy Garrity Show. Thanks to Budweiser of Spartanburg for sponsoring, and for Jimmy Garrity, I'm Jim Noble. We'll see you next time on the Coach Jimmy Garrity Show.